F1 and put the actual scanner on our... Oh, we got incoming! Shit! You guys need to announce yourselves. Say, hey, old guy, I'm coming to bite you in the ass. Don't just sneak up on me like that. It's rude. Welcome back, everybody, to Osiris New Dawn and the Fires of Industry update. I am an old guy gaming, and in this episode, we are going to continue getting going here in the game, getting our base worked on and stuff like that. So let's see. Also, with this workbench and a bit of makeshift, I should be able to repair any broken barrier. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So, excuse me, we were just getting ready to start working on some walls. The last time I was on, it's been a couple days since I last played. We got more bugs trying to bug us. The bugs are bugging us. There they come. Got a couple comments from you guys. You were telling me that the drills, which we are, going to try out here, really pull in the monsters. So they attract the monsters, I guess, from the vibration and the noise and that sort of thing. So we're going to have to be careful of that. And we were going to... we're going to have to look at doing a some kind of probably wall, you were saying, because otherwise, it just gets attacked and they'll actually destroy the drill. So that'll be interesting, to see how that comes together. Let's get our light on so we can see what's going on. All right, now I have in my inventory, I got some plant fibers here, and I made 10 makeshift cloth bundles. So let's go ahead and put these together and get some shelter going here. I'm just going to patch up all of the walls for now. But eventually we'll pull a couple of them out to put some couplers in as we expand the base out. Because we're going to need to put like a barracks in, and a barracks in particular, because we already got the biodome over there. Okay, so that gets all the walls in place. We're going to just leave the habitat, the habitat entry open and this entry open for now. So what we have to do now is get a ceiling on here. So let's see, we can still do a cloth ceiling. We just need 4 more makeshift cloth bundles and 8 plant fibers. So let's go into here and let's make 4 more of these. We might have to go to 4. Yeah, we're just going to be shy of 2 plant fibers to get that done. So we're going to have to go find a few more of those. I don't think I have any. Oh, let's turn turn the bloom off. So we just go into settings, save, and continue to get rid of it. Yeah, I don't think we have enough. Sorry guys, I just woke up, so it's in the morning for me, and I'm a little groggy right now. So if I seem a little out of sorts, that's why. We'll wake up though. We'll get her done. Okay, so yeah, we just need to go find a few more plant fibers. One bad thing about this area is there's not a lot of plant fiber types of things around. I mean, there's the forest over there that we can get to, I suppose, but so let's see. Let's go towards this fernberry tree over here and see if we can get some stuff from that. And also, I'm going to make the metal blades too, so that way things will last longer. There's an iron node, but we can't harvest that till we make the normal chisel. Look at those green wasps thingamadoodles. Yeah. They don't seem to be... they have a short aggro range, so you have to get pretty close to them before they'll actually come after you. This one just happens to be flying towards us. But see, I mean, I'm really close to it. It's still not attacking us, but if we get right up in his business, he'll come after us. At least that's the way it was before. Those are kind of cool looking at night, though. They're almost like luminescent. Huh. Okay. Oh, shoot. Another stupid sandstorm. Okay, here. We got to grab this. Let's get the plant fibers really quick from this stuff and get back out of this storm. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, let's get back to our base. For those of you who are new to the game, if you look on my compass, up at the top of the screen, it shows me where my habitat is and my base, so that way you can always find it if you need to. Okay, so now we should have everything to complete our ceiling here. And then we should have protection now from the storm. Yeah, see, so it says that we're behind cover, so we're good on the storm. Now, the base still isn't sealed, though, because of the coupler. So, can I close this? No, it still wants me to put a wall in there. Yeah, this one, I should be able to close this. It says dismantle, repair, rename. Oh, you know what we could do? We could actually dismantle this and put the coupler in a better slot. That's what we ought to do. And I think I can actually put a wall over this now that I'm looking at it, because we're not gonna. It's gonna be a little while before we can do anything with the biodome, anyways. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So what we're gonna do is go into F2. What are we missing again? We need one more makeshift cloth bundle, so let's do that now. Okay. So yeah, let's just seal this up because, again, it's going to be a while before we can do the biodome anyway. And now you'll notice that everything got really quiet, and in the upper left-hand corner it said entered oxygen's recovery, safe recovery zone. So now the place is actually sealed. But I'm thinking about possibly... Let's deal with this guy here. Okay, I'm thinking about possibly moving that coupler anyways, just because it's in a bad spot. It's gonna, you know, once we attach the airlock to it, it's gonna go all the way out to where these chests are. I'd rather have it kind of pointing out this direction, I think. Or we could even have it... Here, let me think about this for a second. So, we got another one of these little bastards coming over here. Small and quick, just like that crab. Okay, so... Is that a... Oh yeah, that's one of those fruit plants. Okay, let's think about this for a second in terms of where we want the entrance compared to where we want to set up our outdoor crafting area. You know, it's nice and flat out here, but this is probably going to be a good place for our laboratory later on. Because it's a very large structure, and you need to have clearance in front of it for when you build stuff like the spaceship and whatnot. So this is pretty good for the outdoor crafting area here. So I'm almost thinking that we'd like the airlock to come out. What we could do is we could have the airlock come out of here. Then we would exit it right about this point, and then just have this whole area over here for crafting. That's kind of what's in my head right now. Let's harvest this guy, get rid of his body. Which means then that this will need to be moved, but these are easy to make. If we're going to move it, though, we should move it before we add the add-ons to it. Well, actually, can we dismantle this and get all... I think we can get all the stuff back. Pretty sure that we can now that I think about it. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's dismantle this. So we got 4 scrap metal, 3 makeshift patch tape back. That's good. Now we're going to dismantle this coupler. Oh no! Oh no, that dismantled the whole damn thing! No! I can't believe I just did that. I thought that would just dismantle the coupler. Oh no! Big mistake. Big mistake. I can't believe I just did that. I thought it was just going to take out the coupler, not the whole damn thing. Oh, shit. All right, well, there's a reason why the Osiris gods decided to put 2 habitats and 2 biodomes right next to each other in this area, because they knew some idiot was going to come along and accidentally destroy their whole damn base. All right, so here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal, okay? I meant to do that and that way so that I could demonstrate to you what not to do. No, I'm kidding. I did not mean to do that. I totally screwed that up. So let's turn this into a teaching moment nonetheless. This part of the building is part of the building. It's not the coupler. Don't ever take it apart unless, of course, it's your intention to destroy the whole building. So that way you guys can learn from my mistake and you won't ever do it yourself, and then you can thank me later, okay? I'm trying to recover from this stupid-ass mistake. Okay, let's move on. Fortunately for us, we do, in fact, have another set of, another habitat and biodome, which we can use. And so, yeah, we're going to have to do that. I can't believe I did that. All right, you guys. Yeah, I got egg on my face for sure, don't I? What I'm going to have to do is go out and, well, you know what? We probably got a bunch of stuff back from doing that, didn't we? No, we didn't. We got some minerals and stuff. All right, well, I'm going to have to go gather all this stuff to get this habitat back to this in the same condition that the other one was in. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, at least for now, because it still acts as a barrier. And, we're just gonna have a much larger crafting area. Actually, what we can do is, we can, we'll leave all this stuff here in the hut here because it's a little further away from that building now. But that's a good thing because when the time comes for us to set up our permanent outdoor crafting area, we don't have to move stuff. So we'll use this area for the earlier part of the game, and then we'll use this area for the final product, if you will. Keep in mind, though, that I'm not going to... It's not my intention to build the base here on Proteus, and that's the only base we're going to do. We're just making a functional base, which means we still have to build a full base, pretty much, so that we can then get up into space and build our space station, and it's my intention for this playthrough, for our space station to be our actual full base. Oh, shoot. Okay, that sucks. I just lost so much time doing this. Anyway, all right, well, let's see. We got to get, we got to do F for begin repairs, and then we got to start with these things here. So we do have, okay, we did recover, some of the metals types of things, so we need to do this. So if we can get all of these put back together, then the cloth's not going to be that hard to get. So we might not be that set back that far. Not as bad as I thought maybe we were, other than just the time factor too, but shit happens, right? Shit happens. Okay, well, let me work on this, you guys, and I will bring you back once I get this habitat back in the same, in other words, all the cloth walls on it and the ceiling that we had before, and then we'll proceed from there. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, guys, we are back to square one here. I went out and got enough plant fiber to get this base set up. So what's going to happen is the airlock's going to come out this way, and then we're going to just hang a righty-tighty and go this way to do our stuff. So we don't want to put anything on the other side of the airlock in terms of our outdoor crafting area. And what I'll probably do is have the barracks, the living area, come off of this wall and just point out that way, and then we should be good with this base here. So this whole area over here is going to be our outdoor crafting area. So we'll probably set up our crafting stations kind of along this way, because remember this, we're going to fix this up eventually, so it's not going to stay there forever. And then most likely for the time being, I'm just going to put some stone walls up for protection until, we can do something a little more advanced. So that is the plan. All right, so let's patch this area in here with our workbench. So we need 4 scrap metal, which we should have over here. Let's get rid of our tool. You can't have your tool, like your screwdriver or your salvager in your hand when you're trying to access a container, because the game thinks you're trying to dismantle it or repair it or whatever. Hey, did they fix the rename thing on here? Let's take a look. Let's press B. And oh, I name this. Whoops, I just hit the wrong button. Hold on a sec. Try that again. So B. Can I name... What? Wait a minute. C-A-N... Oh, here, hold on. C-A-N-I... Name... Oh, no! When you hit the M key, it cancels out naming it and brings up the map. That's not good. Okay, Phoenix Fire, you guys are going to have to fix that. So it looks like... what's in this chest? Let's take a look. Okay, so these are ores and metals. So let's try this. Let's go to here, and we're just going to type in... with well, we can't type in metals because as soon as I hit M, it brings up the map menu. Oh no. Okay. Let's just do ore and alloy. Rename. There we go. All right, cool. So they fixed it. They just need to do something about the map key. So M is off limits for now, guys, when you're naming stuff. But that's actually super useful because the last time I played Osiris, which was the Discovery update, that wasn't working. It brought up the text box, but you couldn't actually type anything in it. Oh, man, that's going to be so handy. Okay, just another step in the right direction for this game. Just got to fix the M key. Okay, so anyway, we were coming over here to get... stuff. I'll name all of these later. I'm not going to do all that on camera, but it's very cool that we can actually do that now. So one of these chests has a bunch of stuff in it. This one does here, too. Let's put this in here. We're getting our workbench set back up. It'd be nice if we could get the repair station upgrade on the workbench, too. I can't remember what we need for that. So let's get this turned around. We're going to set everything up just on the inside of the rover here because that's going to be fixed up. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to hold the shift key down and then just kind of do a fine-tune angle, probably right about there, I'm thinking. And we'll eventually oops, I just screwed it up. We'll eventually set up a couple of these. And the reason for that is because there's two mutually exclusive upgrades on these workbenches. And so you have to have two workbenches in order to get both of those upgrades. Which is not a big deal because it's really cheap to make. Okay, so let's look at the upgrade again for the repair station. Whoops. Upgrades. So to do this, we need 2 lead. Okay, so the 2 lead that we're going to need, which we don't have. We have the aluminum, we have the leather. So we're going to have to go after some lead. Which I think we can get in mine too if we go deep enough into it. Pretty sure we can. And we can mine lead with this because it's a hardness of 3 or less. Now, when you put an upgrade on a station like this, you'll notice that it puts kind of like a ghost outline of what the upgrade's going to look like. And then what you do is once you have all the materials, you just use your repair bench upgrade and you can get it upgraded. So that's kind of cool how they do that because you can sort of kind of see, you know, what the outline of it's going to be. All right, so in order to finish this, I want to do that next. I want to prioritize that, and the reason for that is because, you know, then we don't have to keep rebuilding our crab scythe and everything else that breaks. But before we do that, let's go into here again, and what do we need for a crude metal braid? So it just needs scrap metal, so let's go ahead and make, whoops. Let's just make the blade. Okay, so we got the blade. To make the actual crude metal sword, we need 3 leather strips. So let's go over to one of these guys. That's our food and water. Here we go. So, yeah, let's just take those. And sword right here. And that, you know, the crude metal sword, of course, is the next step up from the stone shard blade. It'll last a little bit longer. Probably does a little more damage too, I guess. Pretty sure it does. That's interesting that they made this makeshift laser chisel. Huh. So, white gold. Oh, that's a new alloy. That wasn't in the game before. Okay, so we're going to chuck the shard blade here, or the stone shard blade, and now we have a metal shard blade. So there we go. Moving up in the world. I'm going to eat these. These give pretty decent food and hydration, but they take a little bit of health away. But we have plenty of bandages now, so we can counter that by just taking a small bandage. See, we don't have any room for those two. Well, we'll just keep those with us because I'm sure we're going to need more of this too as we go along. So I'm just going to put that back in there. Okay, so we got to go find lead. There is lead on the map. If I remember right, I do have a spreadsheet. And one of you guys also in the comments said you updated the spreadsheet. So that was Dennis. Sorry, Dennis, I can't remember your last name off the top of my head, but I did send you the link so you can upload that new spreadsheet. And then if anybody's interested, it's on a Google Drive. I'll share the link. In fact, I think the link should be in the video description anyways, and you're welcome to use that. So anyway, there is lead somewhere. I can't remember. It's on the very edge of the map. I think it might be over in this area, but I'd have to look at the spreadsheet to know for sure. But, you know, since we're really close to mine 2, I think it would probably make more sense for us to just run into mine 2 and see if we can grab some. So we don't need very many. I think it was just 3 pieces in order to get this upgraded. So let's do that. Let's go to mine 2. Which is going to be... Where is mine 2? I think it's going to be off this way a little bit. Okay, let's run back into... Oh, they changed this back to beta mine. Interesting. Okay. This originally was called beta mine. Then they named it mine 2 in the discovery update, and now it's beta mine again. They do anything with this? Nope. Apparently that was a side tunnel that the people that set this up, the Phoenix mission, set up to go to a side branch, but they never got that far, I'm assuming. All right, we have to be careful because these guys are a little more aggressive than I remember them to be. So that's cobalt. We can't mine that yet. That's mercury. Yeah. Oh, shit. So I think we have to go back deeper to get to where the lead is. Right here. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Are those guys chasing me? That one is. Holy shit. They seem to be faster than they were before, too. Okay, are we good? Nope, there's another one coming after us. Come here, you bastard. All right, I don't know. I think he skittered off. One little bug I noticed with the bugs. See what I did there? I don't know if you guys can hear this, but they still make the skittering sound even after they're dead. So weird, huh? Inspect. This is a poisonous skelopod. Ooh. Okay, so green stuff is poisonous. Let's get some leather off of him. All right, let's go here, and we're going to get some lead. I like to mine in first person. It works a little better. Combat third person, mine in first person. Seems to be the best combination, at least for me. Okay, so that's cobalt and mercury. We can actually mine mercury. It's only a hardness of 1.5. You don't use a lot of mercury, but you need some of it, so we'll grab it. Plus, we're going to get mining points. Oh, that's right. You know what? We got to do points, you guys. I completely forgot. We got to do points. Silver. Yeah, we can do silver, too. I like the new, the new models and colors on the ores. It's really nice. Just, it's all those little things add up to make a really neat game, I think. Yeah, that was cobalt. That's mercury there. This used to be red, which never made sense to me because mercury is like quicksilver, Let's grab this lead too, while the grabbing's good. Okay, I think that's all the further we're going to go for now, because you can really get lost in these places. Here, we'll grab this silver, though. Assuming things are, you know, in terms of crafting are the same as they've always been, you need a lot of silver in this game. Okay, let's go back through here. And we came, that's the first batch that we got. This, okay, yeah, this goes back out to the main caverns here. We're just going to run on by the, oh shit! He just spawned right in front of us. The big skeliopods.
Starvation warning.
Okay, are they chasing us? I don't think so. For some reason, they like to stick to the caverns. Mostly. Except for that poisonous one did follow us down into that tunnel. We'll come back in here and do some more exploration a little later on when we're a little bit better equipped for it. But right now, I mostly just wanted to get the lead so we can do our repair upgrade. I wonder if Gamma Mine is back in operation. That would be good if it was. That would be good. Okay, let's go get some purple berries off of here while we're in the neighborhood. And we'll get some, ouch, plant fibers and stuff off of there. Oh, can I get this? There we go. I really like that they finally made the berries go right into our inventory. Yeah, it was more realistic when they fell on the ground and we had to pick them up. And for that reason, I didn't mind it because it was realistic. But the problem was, you know, sometimes the berries would glitch into the stone or they'd roll down a hill and you'd have to chase after them or you'd lose them. And so I think in this particular case, I'm okay with it, you know, being a little simplified, we'll say. Okay, so to find our base, we look on the compass to see where our habitat is. Let's run on back there and make ourselves a repair station upgrade. Woot! Okay, so let's get our tool out. So when you notice that when we hover over the ghost image of the upgrade, it tells us what we need, which is cool because then we don't have to look at our inventory. So we need 4 leather and 4 aluminum. 4 leather. So we're gonna there was a if you left click and hold the mouse button down and then right click, you can add 1 at a time to your inventory, which is very useful. It took me a second to remember how to do that in this game. So yeah, there's a couple options for that. You can left click, hold the mouse button down, and then right click to add 1 at a time. Or you can right click on the item and then just do a 50-50 split. So that's a really useful tip to know. Okay, so we needed the leather, and then it said we needed aluminum too, right? So this is in our ore and alloy bin. Let's just grab all of that for the moment. The other thing that's really nice about the changes that they've made to the colors and the shapes is over time, you know, we'll be able to start recognizing what's aluminum versus, you know, what's, zinc versus what's silver, because it used to be kind of hard to tell them apart. Okay, let's build this sucker. Just hold the mouse button down. And boom, we got ourselves a workbench with a repair upgrade. Now, for those of you who are new to the game, when you look at the workbench, you open up and use the workbench. However, to repair something, you've got to look at these little bins on the left-hand side. And notice now that it says repair table. If I press F to use, put my crab scythe in there and click repair, boom, I got a fresh, brand new crab scythe. I'll never have to make a new one again. Let's also repair our makeshift chisel, and we'll repair our screwdriver. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. Absolutely gorgified. I don't even know what the hell that means, but it's beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some stuff in here. Let's see. I want to make some extra makeshift patch tape. It's not quite as critical. Let's turn all this into leather too, by the way. Because again, I don't think the hide's really useful to us in and of itself. So yeah, we'll just make leather from that, and the repair table doesn't have its own inventory, so you have to hold everything in your inventory to make it. You can make the makeshift cloth bundle in here too, if you wanted to. And I am gonna actually, let's see how much fiber we have. Yeah, let's make 4 of these. And then I'm going to turn those into makeshift patch tape because we're going to still need a lot of makeshift patch tape for all kinds of different things. It's basically the poor man's duct tape. This is actually patch tape. You don't use it for anything other than patching your suit, so it's not the same thing. Okay, let's go to F2 and then just whip up a couple of these and just have them handy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay.
Starvation warning.
So, in spite of my screw up earlier, we're actually doing pretty good, I think, overall with where we're at here in the playthrough. Let me see here. We need to... I want to put a couple of things away. Let's do that first. Yeah, look at the mercury. That looks really cool. We'll put that extra plant fiber in there. We're going to keep this with us. Now, we're not going to have enough room in this... Oh, wait, what? Okay, here's another thing for you to be aware of. It's just kind of a weird thing with the game. If I look at... It might be easier if I turn my light off for you to see this. If I look at the ore and alloy chest... If you look closely, you'll notice it kind of puts a little green outline over the chest, indicating that that's the one that I've selected. And of course, if I open it, it opens up, right? Let's put this in here while we're doing this. And you can shift-click stuff into storage, right? If I quickly move over here and open that one, sometimes what will happen... okay, yeah, so this is an example of... Sometimes what will happen is you'll still have the previous one selected and it'll reopen even though you're looking at the other one. So see how it still opened ore and alloys even though I was looking at scrap metal? It only happens if you do it really fast though, but it'll happen to you, trust me, when you put the chests right next to each other. So that just something to be aware of. So basically if you're switching from this chest to this one, give it another half a second. Wait till it's selected before you open it up. Okay, just a minor thing, but a thing nonetheless. All right, we have to decide what our next course of action is. So we have shelter, we've got a workbench. I think what we want to do is make a furnace next, and probably the quest is asking us to do that as well. So if we go to F4 to our missions, this is what tells us what to do next. So it wants us to repair a barrel, and the reason it wants us to do that is because we're going to need that to make a furnace, okay? So let's go ahead and grab, actually, hold on. Let's go into the workbench for a second. So to make a barrel, we need a broken barrel, makeshift patch tape, and scrap metal. Now, notice that when I select something to craft, it pins it to the left-hand side of my monitor. So it shows me the parts that I need to make that, which is super useful because now I don't have to keep popping back in and out of my inventory. So I need a broken barrel and some scrap metal to make a whole barrel. Okay, so let's go over here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to name these off camera. So I actually have some whole barrels that we looted, but let's just follow the quest so we get credit for finishing it. So these are broken barrels here. So I'm going to left click, hold the mouse button down, right click, and put one into my inventory. Man, that's a beautiful, beautiful maneuver, man. Absolutely just fantabulous. Okay, and then we're going to make ourselves a barrel, and that should satisfy the quest. Very good. Okay, now if we go back to F4, it wants us now to build a furnace. Now, there's supposed to be a way that we can pin these. Did they move that? It used to show up on the screen, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe they removed it because it did kind of get a little bit irritating. Now, notice that the barrel thing is still showing up on the screen, though, even though we've made it. So what you do is you just go in, grab something else to select it, and then you deselect it to make that disappear. Oh, there's the missions. Okay, so it's on the left-hand side. So the barrel's components were covering that, so we couldn't see it. Okay, so now it wants us to build the furnace. So to do that, we go into the F2 menu, we go to Utilities, and we find Furnace. So we're going to click on that so that it pins it to the menu. But then down below, it tells you exactly what you need, but we can also see it here. If you don't recognize the icons, though, then sometimes you have to go back into the menu to see what it actually is. And that's why I say now that the ores are a different color and a different shape and a different look, that's going to help us at least with ores. So we need 2 scrap metal and 2 crude pipes. We already have the makeshift patch tape. Okay, so let's get the scrap metal out of here. Whoops. One of these has a bunch of scrap metal. This one does. Okay, so let's just grab a whole stack of those. Later on, when I start doing a lot of crafting, usually what I'll do is I'll just load up my inventory with all kinds of components rather than trying to pick and choose exactly what I need. It just makes it a little faster. You do get encumbered doing that, but, you know, who cares? It's not a big deal. Let's drink some water, by the way. I should have actually drank out of one of those, but whatever. We are going to need to eat, too, so I should have probably saved that water. But the thing is you usually end up with a ton of water in this game. And the way you deal with that is you build a tank later on, and then you can consolidate all of it. Okay, let's go to here, and we're going to just eat the rest of these to get our food back up. That's one nice thing about being next to this forest is we can easily get food, even though it kind of hurts us a little bit. This is the alien version of junk food. It's not good for us, but you know what? We're going to eat it anyways because we need the calories. It's like eating a bunch of Twinkies for dinner. Not good for you. Okay, so let's see. What are we doing now? We need 2 pipes. So let's go to our thingamadoodle here. And I'm almost thinking I should have maybe moved that workbench back a little further, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. We can move it later because we will recover all the stuff. Okay, so we need 2 crude pipes. So let's make 2 of those. We'll just click it twice. Queue up a couple of crude pipes there. Okay, let's shift-click those. Shift-click those into our inventory. We are going to do points before I end this episode, too, I promise. If I remember. That's a big if, right, for me. Okay, so we have everything we need for the furnace. We're going to click on it, and we're going to set the furnace down here. So what I'm going to do with this guy is rotate it. I guess it could go right there. It kind of really doesn't matter. But we're going to shift right click and kind of line it up with the workbench here. I really should change that workbench. I'd like to move these out. Okay, hold on a sec. Cancel. Hit escape. Is this salvageable? It is. Okay, let's just get rid of this. This doesn't need to be here at all. They gave us some rubber anyways. So I think I actually want to put the workbench maybe here and run everything kind of in a straight line this way. So that being the case, let's go ahead and dismantle this. And again, we should get all of our stuff back. So we got the scrap metal, the makeshift patch tape, the aluminum, the leather, the lead. Ooh, did we not get everything back? Maybe we didn't. I wonder if it's because I'm not using the full salvage tool. Did they change that? Because I thought I tested that. I thought I tested that in the Discovery update and you got everything back, unless they, like I said, they changed it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't count it right. Okay, well, anyway, let's flip this around here. We wanted our line to kind of go that way-ish. So why don't we just rebuild it here? Okay, and then if we go into the workbench and we go to upgrade and select this. Yeah, see, we didn't get all the stuff back. Fortunately, we have more leather and aluminum, so we're not screwed, but okay, that's good to know. So what I don't know for sure is it because we're using the makeshift crab screwdriver, or is it because they changed it in this update? If you guys know in the comments, those of you who have been playing experimental, let me know that if you would. Okay, so anyway, we need to get more lead and aluminum. And so, what the hell did I do with that stuff? Oh no, I've got the lead with me. It's the aluminum that we need. I was going to say, I don't remember putting that away. Let's grab this aluminum. No, it wasn't aluminum, it was leather we needed. Right, okay. Oh, it's too hard to remember shit when you get old like me, you guys. Okay. So, note to everybody. If you dismantle something with the makeshift screwdriver, you apparently do not get all of the parts back. Hopefully you guys will let me know in the comments what the deal is with that, if it's based upon the tool or if it's based upon a change that they've made. What are we doing? We're building a furnace. That's what we're doing. Let's go to here. Let's grab a furnace. Now, I'd kind of like to put the second work table next to the first one, because remember, we need to make 2. So let's do that. We don't have to get it upgraded right now, but I would like it to be positioned. Just so that it's there and ready to rock and roll a Ayatollah. Okay, so we'll build the second workstation. We won't worry about upgrading it until later. And then we'll put the furnaces here. Utilities, furnace. Now we need to make some more makeshift patch tape. Of course we do. Of course we do. Because I used it making that other table. That's okay. It's all got to get done. It's all got to get done. So if we go into F2, makeshift bundle, makeshift patch tape. Did we need 1 or 2 of those? I don't remember. It switched our thing, our pin thing. You know, the one thing I wish we could do with the pinning is pin something and not change it until we deliberately want to. Because as soon as you click on something else, it changes what's pinned. We need 2. Doggone it. All right, guess what? I get to go get more plant fiber. I'll see you guys in a second. And we're back. Okay, so let's make another makeshift cloth bundle and another makeshift patch tape. And now we should be able to make our furnace. Okay, we're just going to put this right in line with this. And press F, hold F down to build it fully. There we go. We've made ourselves a furnace. Now, the missions want us to find the Osiris 1 base, which we will do later. We're not going to worry about that right at the moment. It says, now that I've gotten a foothold on this planet, I should explore and see if I can regroup with the Phoenix team. That was the first group of folks that got here about 60 years ago. We'll open up the GPS. Your suit has a radar installed to allow for basic scanning. Okay, so if I... Now, the note just told us that our suit has basic radar, and that's what you can kind of see here. But if we go to F1 and put the actual scanner on our... Oh, we got incoming! Shit! You guys need to announce yourselves. Say, hey, old guy, I'm coming to bite you in the ass. Don't just sneak up on me like that. It's rude. Okay, he did. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Okay, I think we're good. We got to get some stone walls put up, too. There's so many things to do, guys. We have like 379 things on the to-do list, and right now I'm working on item 47. Because we don't have to do it in order. We should do it in order, but we don't have to because it's free country. So, what were we doing? We were looking at the mission thing. By the way, if you go here and you go to here... This is kind of, well, that's just a log of what we've done. We haven't found any voice logs. Oh, yeah, here you go. So you can always go back and read what that description said, you know, that flashes across the screen if you didn't quite catch it. So, yeah, oh, we were looking at the scanner. That's what we were doing. That's what we were doing. Okay, so we have a scanner that we found in the loot. And so if we equip this and then go into the map, see how it extends the range from what our suit's able to do, which is kind of cool. The whole suit scanning thing is new anyways, because that wasn't there in the Discovery update to begin with. But this just gives us an even larger scanner. And later on, we can build like a satellite dish for our base, which increases the area even more. So it's pretty cool. Now, since we're looking at this, let's go ahead and look at a couple things. So right now it's set to fabricated. So when we see these like orange and white dots and stuff, you know, that's basically like POIs and equipment, you know, salvage, that sort of thing. These little arrow things are pieces of space debris that we can get for scrap metal. Low density ores. This basically shows us any ores that are considered low density. And there used to be a thing where it would actually tell us what was in that category. Did they change that? Okay, so we found some medium density ores here within range, and then high density and ultra dense. So these high density ores, I think, are all of the, what is this stuff? Oh, molybdenum. Yeah, that stuff right there. Ultra dense. Okay, they used to tell you what was a low density versus a medium density and so on, but it doesn't. I'm not seeing that now. So did they move that or did they change it? That is a change I don't like. Yeah, I'm not a fan unless they moved it or something else. So if you guys know in the comments, let me know. Because yeah, I used to be able to tell you that, you know, copper, for example, was considered, I think it was a lower, a medium density. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, the point being the scanner gives you a further range, but you do have to equip it in order for it to work. Because if I switch back to my makeshift chisel, now I'm just back to my suit's scanning range, which is, you know, a lot lower. That's kind of too bad that they removed that, unless here again it's in another area. So again, another thing for you guys to let me know in the comments that know. Okay, so what were we doing? Furnace. Yeah, we built the furnace. Now, the furnace also has some upgrades. So if you go to the upgrades key, you can do a precipitation collector upgrade. What this will do is this will actually, over time, collect methane, which is very useful. And so one of the things you can do is you can set up a whole bunch of... No, wait, sorry. Is that... This is the... Yeah, right. It collects methane, sorry. So what you can do is set up a bunch of these furnaces later on when you have all the materials. And then it's basically just free methane, but you don't have to wait. It takes some time for it to, you know, to gather. So this is a useful one to get for sure. I wouldn't say it's critical early on, though. It's not an early game thing. It's more of an early to mid game thing. Water distillery upgrade, pretty much useless. And the reason I say that is because you find so much water in crates, A, and eventually when we get the habitat fully built, we'll make what's called a water reclaimer station, I think. And it just makes water automatically. And then, so I don't even ever bother with this. It's just something I don't find useful. These two are super important, though. These ones you want immediately. Okay, so the low heat upgrade allows you to cook meat. And the fuel cell upgrade allows you to run the furnace without having to put fuel in it, okay? Here's the thing. In order for me to run this furnace right now, see how it says G refuel? I have to put in bio types of items to fuel this. So I could use plant fiber if I wanted to. So what you do is you put the plant fiber in there and you click add fuel and it starts to add it. But what it's going to do, let's see, will that work with hide too? Oh, it does. Interesting. Okay. So it's kind of neat that we can put all kinds of different biofuel in there, but the thing is it doesn't last very long. So notice it says I have basically 40 seconds of burn time by adding fuel. So that's just a royal pain in the keister, in my opinion. So what I'd like to do is I like to get this fuel cell upgrade going as quickly as possible. And guess what? Because of all of the salvaging that we did, we happen to have some fuel cells, and we can do that right now. There's no reason not to. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. See, we've got fuel cells right here. We already have aluminum in our inventory. So let's go into F, upgrade, fuel cell upgrade, get our thingamadoodle here on our toolbar. And the fuel cell upgrade is right here where the fuel tank used to be. Now we're basically going to change this into an actual battery that'll run the furnace, and now we don't have to put fuel in it. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, now the next thing we want to do immediately is we want to go in and we want to get this low heat upgrade. So we're going to need aluminum, brass, and gold. Guess what we don't have, guys? We don't have any gold. So that's what's going to happen in the next episode. We're going to have to go get some gold. Because once we can get that done, then we can start actually cooking meat that we can get off the bugs. Because, you know, bug meat is delicious and all that. And it's just another step in the right direction, moving up in the world. Okay, last thing we're going to do, guys, before we wrap up this episode is we're going to go into our habitat where it's nice and cozy and sealed. And I got to get through the door, though. And we're going to get our points. We're going to look at our points. So let's go to F6. There we go. F6 to bring up the points. Now, if you want to, you can hold tab, and it kind of also brings up a little radial wheel that you can then get into your inventory or into whatever menu you want to get to. So in terms of points, we want to go to skills. So, you know, that's just another way to do the same thing. Okay, so we have physical stats, 12 points that we can add, and we have proficiencies. Okay, so let's do this. We're never going to put any more points in speed. Okay, unless they've changed that and toned that down. If you put a lot of points in speed, you're going to be bouncing off the wall. So I never put more than 2 points in that. I'd like to favor strength first, then health, and then stamina. So we're going to put about half of our points in strength, and then we're going to put 3 in health and 3 in stamina. Okay, so there we go. We got that taken care of. Now we have 54 combat points, 57 engineering points, and 101 science. How do we get that? You get combat points by killing bugs. You get engineering points by mining and salvaging, and you get science points by discovering, new plants, new animals, that sort of thing. And you get science points for harvesting some things, yeah. So salvaging gives engineering, harvesting gives science points. And then we take those points and we apply them to our skill tree. So let's take a look first of all at engineering. That is the orange tree here. And so this will give us a salvage bonus. So we'll get a 34% chance to get extra items from salvaging. This will allow us to craft things with a higher durability. This will allow us to craft things faster. This will increase our hover boost by 20%. So because we're on foot for the moment, this is going to be useful. So I'm going to put a point into that. But then this also leads to other things. Repair at higher durability, increase loot amount. That's important for when you're looting chests. This is more hover boot stuff. This is repair at higher durability, so on and so forth. I think I want to kind of favor salvaging though. So to get to the better salvaging stuff, these are the wrench icons here. So I want to kind of get to that because we're still going to be doing a lot of salvaging, and this gives us the bonus. So this is faster salvaging. This is bonus. We also can do faster salvaging by making better tools, which we will do. All right, so we're going to focus on this tree. So we're going to craft at higher health because we have to get that as our prereq. And then we're going to put points into salvage faster, salvage bonus, and faster. There we go. Okay, so we don't have any more points that we can spend in engineering. We've used them all up. Let's go over to science here. In the early game, food metabolization is very important. So let's keep boosting that so we don't have to eat quite as often. We get more from the fruit. And then we're going to faster plant growth doesn't matter to us right now, and neither does increase fruit yield. Well, that I think that's for your farmed stuff, which we'll do later. I'm not positive about that. Guys, if you know, does this count towards harvesting wild plants too, or is it just for the farm? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now we're going to go increase medicine potency. Well, I guess we're out of points now. Wait, no, we're not. We got to get this first. Okay, here's something that's silly. Come on, Phoenix Fire. You got to change this. It's ridiculous. Absolutely absurd. They force us to take increased spacewalk speed, which we're not even going to be doing until a long time later, in order to then get to the stuff we need for surviving right here and now in the early game, like better water metabolization and better medical healing. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. They need to redo this skill tree. It's just, it's not set up in a sensible way in terms of progression. I have to waste 4 science points on something I'm not going to use for a very long time just to get to the stuff I need now. So it's really silly. Come on, guys, fix it. Please fix it. Water metabolization, medical. Let's just keep putting points into here. You tend to get science points quicker than the other ones, at least in the early game, just because you're out there doing a lot of gathering and a lot of discovering. Okay, so we still have 9 science points, but this is going to cost us 18 to get. So we could save it, or we're going to want this eventually. So on the off chance that this counts towards wild fruit harvesting, let's just take it now, and we're gonna want it later anyways. Okay, that takes care of science. Now let's take a look at combat. I'm interested in mining damage right now. On gun durability doesn't matter to us right at the moment. Neither does projectile damage. But what does matter is weapon durability and melee damage. Where's melee damage? Increased projectile damage, suit breach, tool durability, mining damage. Did they remove melee damage? Oh no, it's right here. See, now here's another stupid thing. Melee damage is super important to us right now, but it's buried way down in this tree here. So in order for us to get to it, we have to do gun durability, which we're not even close to gun durability yet. Mining damage is way off at the end of this tree, but it's also up here. So I have to go all the way down here, you know, to get mining damage. I just don't like the way they've got this laid out, okay? All right, let's get off our soapbox. I want to go tool durability. Tool durability is not super important once you get the repair bench up, in my opinion. I mean, it's important, but it's not like the most important thing in the world. So I guess we're going to go down this way because I want to get to the melee damage. So there we go. Increase melee damage. Increase melee damage. Weapon durability. Projectile. Yeah, that doesn't matter to us right now. Okay, so I think that pretty much... We have 10 points left, actually. But these are beyond 10 points. Mining... I'd like to get to that mining damage. So let's... No, we still can't. Yeah, go this way, that way. And we'll get to this next. Okay. So, I think that takes care of our skills. Hopefully, my, you know, little diatribe there made sense about just the way this is laid out. It's a little silly, but it's cool, though, too. I mean, I like that they did this. It used to be that the skill tree was based upon what you could build. So, you know, you'd have to research, like, different technologies in order to build things like, you know, the furnace and that sort of thing. But they completely changed it to be attribute or skill-based, and I like that change. I think that's a worthwhile change. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go here. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help the channel, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Hey, by the way, if you're interested, I do have a membership program here on the YouTube channel. Hit that join button. Take a look at the 3 different tiers that we offer and the perks that are offered along with them. And consider that. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, I'd be glad to have you. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.